Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of the Late Night Show. I'm Colin, along with Driz, and this is the Dowling versus Kemper overview.
Yes,
Take it away,
sir.
Driz.
Definitely a game with lots of ups and downs.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to get into the breakdown. And who we have with us today is
Big one.
someone who's probably a little more. What's the word I'm looking for, Colin?
You know,
He,
there's a lot of words.
There's a lot of words. He knows a little bit more about the team and can give us a little bit of insight.
A great overview of what's going on.
Without further ado, I introduce Brock Baiting.
Let's go, Brock.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Well,
all right, Brock. We got some questions for you. So, overview on the Kemper basketball team. Obviously, being on a team, but injured, which takes quite the toll. But I got some questions to ask you. I'm sure Preston's got some questions to ask you. So we're just gonna get it underway. First off, thoughts on today's game. Obviously, fell short. Went into the half with only a 2-point deficit, but obviously came out of the second half very cold. Your thoughts and opinions on that game?
Yeah, going into the game, if I'm being completely honest, I did not think we were going to be as close as we did. I think that they had good guards. They defended us really well. Obviously, they play 4A competition all year, so that's where you're gonna be in. They're socially ranked a top 30 team. But with that being said, I think we played as well as we could. Shots didn't fall, but we had a great first half. We kept it within 2 at half, and they had a buzzer beater at the end of the half. So, a good first half, but second half they got away with it, and they played the exact same way Xavier day before. They were tied at half, and they lost by 20. I mean, doesn't really make sense, but I mean you can't really do that against big time teams because you're not going to pull out like that.
Yeah,
but other than that, I think we played a pretty well game.
So
and talking about that, thank you. Talking about that, I mean, let me pull this up. I mean, the first 2 quarters, it was a close game and really a defensive battle. But I thought that the Knights, really performed well and kept their composure, even when maybe calls didn't go their way. At halftime, it was only 23-21. After the half, what is Coach Minahan saying to the team to, I guess, keep them going, try to excite them, pump them up?
I mean, we played a pretty good first half, so if I'm being honest, there wasn't much said, but really just to keep emphasizing because they have 6, 8 guys. So to emphasize rebounding the ball and them playing 4A ball, they're more physical and refs don't call as much at the higher level in basketball. So just main message was just to keep our cool and don't get ahead of ourselves and don't play lackadaisical, I would say.
That's a great answer.
And I mean, dare I say, the halftime speech did not work. I mean, the real storyline of the game is Dowling 18-3 run. The Knights only scored 3 points, 2 of them coming from a Teddy Perkins hook shot.
That's one heck of a shot.
I mean, a lot of things that went bad for the Knights. What do you see there in the third quarter, Colin?
I think you go into halftime pumped up. I mean, you go on a Brock. What would you say our run was going into the half? It was pretty steep, I would say.
Yeah.
You could see down here.
Yeah.
They stagger a little bit. We stagger more.
It looks like down.
We take the lead for a while.
Yeah, we were even. No, I don't think we took the lead, but that we were favored, which that kind of surprised me when I worked with the graphic.
But like when you go into the half, I mean, I'm sure you guys are fired up in the locker room, just like ready to go for the second half, and then you come out in the second half and not a shot falls. Like, how does that feel as like a guy who would love to be out there, hoping they can get out there soon? How does that feel, just sitting there having to watch that?
It sucks. Obviously, it's not my first game sitting out though, and I mean, the first one was kind of hard, but then I just realized that I got a lot more ahead of me because I still got 4 more weeks until I get it rescanned. But it sucks that because I just know that I want to go out there and play with my guys, and it's just frustrating when they're not hitting shots because I know that I could go out there and help them out and help the team in a positive way.
Sure.
Yeah. Speaking of hitting shots, I just want to pull this up now. Wow. I mean, 30% from the field, 16% from 3.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I think that, we wanted to shoot the 3, obviously, but we were not hot at all. Griffin had some good looks and he shot it with confidence, but they just didn't fall. It just wasn't his night. And same with Jack or Ryan. I'm confident with any single person that played this game. I'm confident in them and shooting the 3 ball. But it just didn't fall for us, and shots just didn't fall in the second half either. So that's really just what just led us the wrong way.
Yeah. We talk about Dowling's defense being suffocating. If you take a look at Ryan Clare's stat line, it went 5 for 19 from the floor, which you're probably never going to see out of him ever again. And they have 2 6 guys collapsing on him in the middle. It's so hard to get buckets on these guys. So, like, it would be nice to be able to kick that ball out. You're going to have an open shot. If you can just knock it down, I think it's either we lose by a smaller margin, or I think we could have came away with the win tonight.
Yeah, Ryan, they all played the hearts out. Ryan had the hardest job. He's got a big guy guarding him, and he's got another big guy coming to trap him every single time he gets the ball. And I think that he was a spark at times. He had a couple good blocks, couple good rebounds, and even a couple good takes to the hoop. All those guys, they play their hearts out on the defense. And Tanner Bading, I think, had a great defensive game. He had 4 rebounds, which is amazing. He had 1 rebound, which was great. And he also had a lot of tips to other guys. I'm pretty sure he had like 3 or 4 tips to other guys for offensive rebounds. Maybe not that, but a lot of tips affected the game outside of the stat sheet. So I think he played great.
And I was surprised at how physical he really got in there with those big guys. And he was really contesting them for their boards. So yeah, and then he hit that 3 in the corner, big 3, the end of the half. Really a great game from Tanner.
Yeah, I agree. And he's the little hothead. So it's good to get him down there and banging up on those other guys just to get him angry and get him pissed off so he can play harder and get rebounds better.
For sure. Another thing I see, I wasn't expecting Dylan Schoen to be back in the lineup today. I don't know if really anybody was.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he was. But, that's a good big boost. He only took 3 shots, came off the bench. But it's still so, like, the defense and offense moves so much more smooth with him in there.
Right. Like this morning when we were just talking around, he's limping around. He's like saying how he's not going to play. But then come shoot around before the game, he got to shoot around and put his shoes on, and he started shooting, and his ankle felt great. And then when everybody was leaving, he started running up and down and telling coach that he's good to play. So, it was really his decision, and he was good and ended up playing, but he hadn't played or ran in a long time. So he was pretty tired. Legs pretty tired. So 1 game back. So he'll be in shape for the next one.
Yeah, sure. For sure. All right. I got some questions for Brock regarding the injury, of course.
Yep.
So I gotta say, like, for you, how hard has it been, like, mentally having to, like, you want to be out there so bad, just watching your guys have to fight without you, and, like, obviously struggling a little bit. Like, how hard is it for you? Like I know you want to get out there, help your team out, and it's obviously got to be pretty difficult.
Yeah, it sucks. Obviously, I would trade the world to go out there and play with them, especially my senior season. But I just know that since I'm out, I can't just shut myself down and pout when I'm around them, because that's going to affect them. So when I'm around them, I try to coach them up, say as much as I can, just to like hype them up a little bit, give them the confidence they need when I'm not out there.
Yeah, for sure. That kind of leads into my next questions. Like, what has your role been since getting injured? Like, your role on the team? How do you find your way around?
Definitely hyping the guys up, just like coaching them behind the scenes, like during timeouts, saying stuff to the coach, and really just, like I said, affecting the game outside of being on the court. So just trying to step in and be like an assistant or something like that.
For sure. Jersey, you got anything?
Regarding Brock, I mean, no, not really. So you said 4 weeks until you get that next scan?
Yeah. If anyone doesn't know, I have a stress fracture in my navicular in my left foot. It's a bone that a lot of people don't stress fracture. It's a very rare one. Like, apparently one of the doctors I've seen said he's only seen like 2 of these in his life. But it's a bone that doesn't get much blood, so it takes a lot longer to heal. And I get a CT scan in 4 weeks, I think, and then that's when they decide, like, if it's healing, then I can play, and if it's not healing, then I'll unfortunately probably be out for the season. But I like to keep my head that it's healing. I mean, I'm a young athlete, pretty active, so I'm taking a lot of protein, a lot of nutrients to strengthen that bone back to get healthy and play.
Would be absolutely huge to get him back. Through 5 games, shot 55% from the field, 50% from 3, which is it's an unreal rate.
Wow.
Nearly 20 points per game and 7 rebounds a game. Get him back would be absolutely massive.
Yeah.
And can I just say, I think, Brock, if you're on the court today, it is a 1-possession game, especially during that first half. I mean, you kind of just really open up the court. You really take away that outside 3-point, open up that post for Ryan to get in there and work. And then guys like Griffin, Dylan, and Jack get kind of overshadowed, and you can hit them for some easy buckets. So it'll be exciting to watch you guys when you get back on the court.
Right, for sure.
All right. Well, Jersey, you got anything else? Anything at all?
No, I mean, that pretty much sums it up. Just a defensive all-around game, and I thought our defense actually was pretty good today.
A lot of guys stepped up. It was a great performance, in my opinion. Offensive-wise, no. Defensive-wise, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that is the 20th best team in the nation according to 24/7.
No, rival sports.
Rivals. Yeah, rival sports.
I believe it more if it was on Max Pretz or Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, I mean, they did not look like the 20th best team, but that could just testify to how we played them.
For sure.
All right, everybody, that pretty much wraps up the second episode of the Late Night Show, Dowling vs. Kemper overview. Can we thank our guest, Brock Bating, real quick?
Yeah, thank you, Brock, for coming out. Give him a round of applause.
All right.
All righty. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in the next post-game episode. Signing out.
Peace out. Dude, that's hilarious.